Hey, what's going on? My name is Brian Bauer. Today we are going to be checking out this Yamaha F310. So, the Yamaha F310. Well, a lot of us don't really know the model name, but a lot of us probably recognize the guitar. Why? Because this guitar is, well, there are just an overabundance of them out there. They're a student model guitar that, was, affordable, looked good, sounded good, and pretty much could buy them anywhere as, they sold guitars, Sometimes they were, sent to schools and whatnot. And that's how my introduction to guitar, came around, was actually one of these. They had them at my middle school. I had a whole bunch of them, and I thought it'd be cool to play guitar over piano, unlike what my mom told me to do. She wanted me to play piano. And I decided to go to the guitar route. I still kind of wish I played piano. Either way, there were tons of these. This is the guitar a lot of people started on. A lot of people tried to play and quit. Either way, I think this is actually a guitar that, deserves a little bit of attention. Now the F310, this model, according to the Lon McQuade website, is a discontinued guitar. So if you are looking to buy one of these and you've come across this video, you're probably going to be into the used market for these. Now these were only about $200 Canadian new, and probably less at one point. I think it was $206 when I looked. So it was a used guitar. Now this is where we got to keep in mind, is it in good shape? Now, if these guitars have been taken care of like this particular one was and left in a case, it's a really solid guitar for the price. Now, the F310 is a very bare bones, basic acoustic guitar. It doesn't have any crazy features on it. It's just, enough to get you started. It still looks good. It sounds half decent and it plays, generally okay. So let's talk about a few of the specs on it. So it's got a spruce top. It's got apparently a Meranti sides and body. I don't know what that means. I've never even seen that word till now. Sounds like a restaurant. Meranti, oh yes. Okay, and then it has a NATO neck, N-A-T-O. It has now something that we do know, a rosewood fretboard, a rosewood bridge, chrome tuners, and its natural finish. Now, I think this guitar looks super cool. And when you are getting a new guitar, especially starting off, looks do matter some, and this, I think Yamaha knocked it right out of the park. But looks are definitely not going to replace playability and quality. This guitar is well over 10 years old and is in awesome condition. Now, one thing I've noticed already, just bare bones stock, the strings have been changed at some point, and they're in good shape, is that the guitar actually holds its tuning stability quite well. Now these tuners, they're a little on the cheap side. This guitar was about $200 new. What do you expect, okay? But other than that, they're pretty good. Now, as for the playability of this guitar, it is an acoustic. Electrics are a little easier to play. That's fine. It has a fairly thick neck. I find playing down here, not a problem. Up here, it can be a little bit tougher. I don't believe these guitars have a truss rod. I could be completely wrong on that one, but either way, this one's action is acceptable. Now for smaller and weaker hands, might be a little bit of a battle. That's not a bad thing, okay? In all honesty, that's not a bad thing. It gets you used to it. Now, some people would say, oh, get an electric guitar, get an acoustic guitar. But what's great about this is you get the guitar in good condition, got a new set of strings and tuners. You don't have to buy anything else. You're in business, And honestly, I think it sounds really good. And the main thing is when you're looking for a student instrument, you want something that plays, good, stays in tune. Those are the big things to me right there. I mean, obviously you need to be able to play it yourself too, you know, like it. And sometimes, I mean, that's a preference kind of thing. But as a one-size-fits-all acoustic guitar, I think these are pretty cool. Now, I'm not any expert in any of these kind of things, but in saying that, if you wanted to learn some, you know, basic campfire songs, you know, like overall, I think it sounds pretty good. So, and for a cheap guitar, I really can't fault this one. Just for how well it's held up over the years that this one has been around. Obviously it hasn't beat up. So if you do find one of these in the used market, which you probably will, try to find one that's in, you know, good condition, because some people just don't take care of the stuff. If it has been taken care of, it's probably going to be a really decent guitar, at least to get you going. Or if you just want a cheap acoustic to mess around with around campfires and stuff that you don't care about. In the overall, I think this one is pretty sweet, you know. It'll get you playing guitar, at least get you strumming some chords and all that stuff. Sounds decent, it looks good. I don't really have any harsh critiques on the guitar. I'm actually really impressed that it's held up quite well. It's actually a very stable guitar, like meaning it's not warped or anything. So I don't know what else more I could say, but you know what? If you find one somewhere, try one out and, you know, form your own opinions on things. You don't have to listen to all mine or somebody on the internet, you know. But if you want to check one out, I think this is really good for a beginner. I mean, Yamaha has always made awesome instruments. I think their acoustics are, you know, really, really nice for the money. I know people look at like Takamine, they look at Taylor, Martin, but Yamaha makes a higher end instrument too, and their beginner instruments are, you know, high quality. And I think that says a lot about the Yamaha brand, okay? So anyway, you guys have an awesome day. You can click the subscribe button, the like button, the notification bell, and you know, I don't know if can I sing? Load up on guns, bring the friends, it's fun to listen to pretend. Takes overboard, self-absorbed. That's not the right song. Anyway, I'm out of here. See yous.